Hello everyone. So in the previous classes, we have discussed about the different types of cams, how they are operated, and how they have been classified based on their profiles, based on the cams, based on the follower. So all these things we have discussed, and also we have discussed about the how we can generate a displacement diagrams and everything we have. Now today we are going to solve some few problems. How we can, by the given data, how we can generate a cam profile. Okay. So in the simple question, it says that draw the profile of a cam operating with a knife edge follower. Okay. And a lift of 30 mm. So we have lift of 30 mm. That's nothing but we will note h is equal to 30 mm. This is nothing but lift of the follower. The cam rises with a simple harmonic motion for 150 degree of the rotation. Okay. So what we have? So that is a starting period we have delta 1. This is nothing but we will take as a rise of the cam for 150 degrees with SHM, with simple harmonic motion. Okay. So this first phase of 150 degree is going to rotate with a simple harmonic motion we have. Okay. For the next period of a dual period, for the convenience part, let us write A. A means SN, means it is increasing, and delta 1 is a dual period we will designate, and this dual period for the next 60 degree we have a dual period. In this dual period there is no motion of the follower, that is what we call as a dual period. Okay. The follower descends for the next 100 degrees of rotation of cam with a uniform velocity. Let us write delta R, or we can written some, we can D also we can write it. Delta R is only for our designation. 100 degrees with a uniform velocity. Uniform velocity. Okay. This is a uniform velocity is coming. Okay. Again after dual period, the remaining periods it's completely of dual. After this it's completely of dual period. So we don't need to write the remaining angles. Only required the three angles 150 degree. Just lift the cam. Cam is lifting the follower. Lifting the follower. The next 60 degree the follower remains stationary, means that there will be no motion of follower even though the cam is rotating. Next is follower returns with a 100 degree with a uniform velocity. So this is our condition, and based on that one we have to draw the profile of the cam. Okay. And the cam is rotating with a uniform velocity of 120 rpm. The least radius of cam, that is the radius of cam, r is equal to we have 20 mm. So the radius of cam is we have 20 mm which we have. Okay. So these are the given values, and we have to draw the profile of the cam, and also we have to identify the maximum velocity in acceleration during the rise and the return. Okay. So these are the given values which we have. Now based on that one, let us first draw the displacement diagram. First of all, let us draw the displacement diagram. Okay. So now let us draw the first displacement diagram, the follower. So for this case, so this is the height of the follower which is represented by y-axis. Along the x-axis we are going to have a cam rotation part. Okay. For the first phase we have 150 degrees. The cam is rotating. It first is 150 degrees with a simple harmonic motion. For the next phase it's a dual period with we will having a 60 degrees. Okay. And finally we have a 100 degrees. Next we have 100 degrees with the return of the cam. Okay. In the first phase we have simple harmonic motion. Second we have dual period. Third is uniform velocity. Okay. Now let us complete the first part which we call as a simple harmonic motion. For simple harmonic motion we know that whatever the height is nothing but height already, as we have h is equal to 30 mm, that is the lift of the cam. So this total height from here to here, we have 30 mm. To draw the diagram, what we have to do it first, we will take a vertical line with a 30 mm length. So we take a vertical line of 30 mm. Then we draw a horizontal line, total of 150 plus 60 plus 100. This total we are going to draw one horizontal line. Okay. This vertical height we are going to make it as a 30 mm, and this horizontal part we have a 150 degrees. We take a convenient scale, so we can take as a 15 centimeter, and then we can take a 6 centimeter, then we can take as a 10 centimeter. This 15 centimeter represents 150 degrees. This 6 centimeter will represent 60 degrees. This 10 centimeters will represent 100 degrees. This 150, that is nothing but what we have right now, we will have right now is 15 centimeter. This 15 centimeter we are going to divide into 6 equal divisions. Okay. So first is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. So let us write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Clear? Now for simple harmonic motion, this 30 mm we have, from the center of this line we draw one semicircle. Okay, we draw one semicircle. Okay. The semicircle also we are going to divide into 6 equal divisions. Okay, so we are going to divide into 6 equal divisions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Clear? So the semicircle also we are going to divide into 6 equal divisions. Now these line dots 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 we are going to extend in the vertical like this part. Okay. Now what we do, we just simply extend these lines further. So what is to extend these lines, one will all connect with the center, or we call origin. We will all just join these lines. Now this one we extend up to 1, this part. This 2 we extend up to second line. The third we extend up to third part. Fourth we extend up to fourth. Fifth we extend up to fifth one, and sixth is the final one we have. Okay. Now once we get all these things values, once we extended all these points, let us mark this as a 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash, 5 dash and 6 dash. Okay. Now with the help of freehand, we just simply join this curve. So this curve will be having like this one. Okay. So this is the freehand curve. We'll join it. Now coming to dual period. In this dual period, we don't have any motion of the follower. So this from here to here, there will be no motion of the follower. So that's why we start with 6 and we write 6 dash. Now this phase is simple harmonic motion. This is dual period. There is no motion of follower. Now this phase we have called as a return phase. Now cam is rotating, the follower is lifting slowly up to maximum height. Now it has reached to maximum height. Now it has to come downward direction. This 10 centimeter is equivalent to 100 degrees. This also we are going to divide into n equal divisions. Since we have divided into 6 parts, this also we are going to divide into 6 equal parts. So 7, first part, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. Similarly, let us extend these lines vertically like this. Okay. Clear? Now we have extended all the lines. So let us mark this 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11 we have. Now for uniform velocity, for uniform velocity. From starting 6 dash to 12, we just simply connect these 2 points, simple. This will be coming downward the uniform velocity. Wherever we got intersection, we mark as a 7 dash, 8 dash, 9 dash, 10 dash, 11 dash, and this is 12th or 12 dash. Same point we have 12 dash. So this is how the follower will move. With a for first 150 degrees, it is going to rise slowly to maximum of 30 mm. Cam is rotating 60 degree, we have dwell period. Then the cam is slowly rotating to 100 degrees and the follower will come to rest, or from 30 to 0 it will come down. Now how we are going to use this displacement diagram to generate the cam profile, let us see. Okay. Now as in the question it's given the radius of the cam, that is nothing but the radius of a cam, r we have a 20 mm. Radius of the cam is 20 mm. So we draw a 20 mm circle here first at a convenient place, or let us say we have here, and we draw a 20 mm. With r is equal to 20 mm, we draw a circle. Okay. We draw a circle. Since the follower, this is the follower and the cam having a same axis, so this point and the axis of the follower along the same axis, so we take only straight line. Okay. Now in the first phase, what it mentioned, 150 degrees. So we use our protector, we keep it along the vertical direction, and from here we measure 150 degrees. Okay. So approximately, so let us take here we have 150 degrees and we mark the point. So this angle we have 150 degrees. This is the first phase. Second phase, from this point we keep a protector and we measure 60 degrees. We measure 60 degrees here. Clear? Now from this particular point, the cam is returning within 100 degrees. So from here we measure a 100 degrees, and this one we have 100 here. So first is 150, second we have 60 degree, third one we have 100 degrees. Clear? First what we have done, we have drawn a circle with a radius of 20 mm. Then we have divided this one part for 150 degrees, second part 60 degrees, third part 100 degrees. Now this first part we have divided into 6 equal divisions. So here also we divide into 6 equal divisions. Okay. So this is the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. Let us say we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Second phase is dual period. We don't have to do because 6 will come here. We don't have any motion of the follower. 6 to 12 we have. Okay. So this also we divide into 6 equal divisions. Whatever the number of divisions we have done it here, the same thing we will do it here. It becomes 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 8, 9, 10, 11 and we have 12. Okay. Now it's the important one. Now how to generate the profile. Now what we have got? We have got 0 here. So it's starting the origin here. We have 0 spot is there. Now when the cam started rotating from 0 to some angle, the follower has lifted from 1 to 1 dash. The follower has lifted from 1 to 1 dash. Whatever the height we have here from 1 to 1 dash, with the help of scale we measure the distance, and we draw and we extend here. So first what we have to do, from the origin up to 1 we just connect it. From the origin up to 1 we connect it. Then whatever the extra part we have got it here, that is called a lift of the cam, we write it here 1 dash. Like that, similarly we are going to do it for the remaining. Now what we have, 2 to 2 dash. So we just write here 2 dash. This is 2 to 2 dash. Next what we got? 3 to 3 dash. So we got 3 to 3 dash here. This point is we have 3. Sorry, we can let us write it outside. So it become easy to 3 dash. Similarly, we have 4 dash. So let us go for 4 dash. 4 to 4 dash. From 4 to 4 dash, we have measured it with a scale and we have just extended it. Similarly, for 5 dash, and we have finally we have 6 dash. Okay, so 5 dash, 6 to 6 dash. Whatever the length we have got from here to here, finally it's a 30 mm. So this is we have got. Next is again it comes. This period is dual period. There is no motion of the follower. So again we have 6 to here 6 dash. This we got a 6 to 6 dash. 7 dash. Now we measure it 7 to 7 dash. Okay. Clear? Now 8 to we have 8 dash. Now this one 9 dash. This is 10 dash. This is 11 dash, and finally we have 12 dash. Okay, this is how we have done it. So what we have done, we have drawn a circle with a radius of 20 mm. First part we have divided into 150 angle. We have taken 150 angle and we have divided that into 6 equal divisions. From 1 we have extended to 1 dash, 2 to 2 dash, 3 dash. This measurement is nothing but the same measurement whatever we have got in displacement diagram. Okay, so once you get this one with a free hand, we just simply try to join these lines. Okay, for the time being, slowly we connect it and we see how we can make it this one. Okay. Clear? So once you are able to make it with the compassing protractor, the cam profile will look much beautiful and much better. So what we are doing with the hand. Okay. So this is nothing but which we have follower. So with by free hand we can just simply draw the follower. This is a knife edge follower which is having. Okay. This is how with the help of displacement diagram we are able to generate the cam profiles. When you do with the scales and protractors on a drawing sheets, the cam profile whatever we have explained you, it will be much better and will much clarified. Okay. Now the second part of the question, it says that to find the maximum velocity and acceleration of the follower during the lift and the return. Okay. Now as we know that since it is rotating with the angular velocity omega is equal to, we know that 2 pi n by 60, and it's rotating with an n is equal to, that is with a uniform velocity, so 120 rpm. We substitute that values here. Okay, so once you simplify this one, omega is equal to will become 12.57 radian per second. So 12.57 radian per second. Okay, now we want to find the maximum velocity during the lift. For SHM, we know that Vmax, we have just derived it. Vmax is nothing but h by 2 pi omega by delta A. Why we are taking delta A? Because this is the angle which is lifting. Okay, it's nothing but theta. The first part is this part we have. That's why we are taking as a delta A part we have. Okay. Now once we substitute these values, h is nothing but 30 by 2 pi omega. Omega we got 12.57. Okay, by delta A. Delta A is given in degrees. It's an independent value, so we have to convert into radian per second. Radian per second is nothing but we multiply by pi by 180. So 150 multiplied by pi by 180. Okay, so to convert it is nothing but 150 multiplied by pi by 180. So once you simplify, this is going to become, so we are going to have a V max is equal to 226.8 mm per second. Okay, so we mm per second we have. So we get 226.8 mm per second. Similarly, when you are finding the F max, that is nothing but maximum acceleration for this part. So we have already derived it. It's nothing but h by 2 pi omega by delta A whole square. So we substitute that value is 30 by 2 pi, we have got 12.57 by delta A, what we have got is 150 multiplied by pi by 180. Since it's an independent value, we have to convert into radian per second. Okay. So once you substitute all the values, the F max will become 3. Once you substitute all the values, the F max value will become 3413 meter per second square. So this is the maximum acceleration during the ascent, and this is the maximum acceleration during the ascent period. Now to find out the maximum velocity during the return for the uniform velocity. Whenever we have uniform velocity, definitely we know that the acceleration is 0. So F max in this case is 0. So we have to only find out the V max part for uniform velocity. For uniform velocity, we have to find out the maximum velocity for the condition for uniform velocity during the downward period. For uniform velocity is given by h omega by delta r, because the return, so we have h w by return. So h value is 30 multiplied by 12.57 by r is here 100 multiplied by pi by 180. Okay. Once you substitute all the values and we simplify, we get 216 mm per second. Okay. So this is how we draw a cam profile using the given data. Whenever it says the simple harmonic motion during the ascent, we draw displacement diagram. With the help of displacement diagram, we generate the cam profiles, and after that we are able to calculate the maximum velocities in the given condition. Thank you very much.